Yeah, I just gonna come out just for a minute. Been probably my last video for today. Been having a little rough patch here today. Some stuff trying to get some things done. Don't seem like I can get much anything accomplished around here. But yeah, just I want to put out that uh, I was told by the lady that answered the phone earlier at Family Diner to call back in several hours, and she said that the manager would be in, and I overheard this lady talking about how they was figuring out we were calling every day. I ain't called every day. I never called every day. Like I said, they always been nice. Nobody's trying to take advantage of nobody here. I can't help we don't have what y'all got to go home to and everything else. I reckon I told my wife he's gonna have to sit here and I reckon he's gonna have to sit here and die. I ain't got no other choice. Cause ain't nothing else, like I told my wife, ain't much worth living for. It ain't nothing else to accomplish. Done been everywhere anyhow. I don't know why in the world stuff food in their mouth and drinks when there ain't nothing else to do. It's all me and her does. I'm gonna remember this when these people family diner or somebody out here wants something. I'm gonna remember. Cause I can tell you I've only called twice. Only two times. And today made the third, but I like I said, my wife made a boo boo the other night, and we, we thought the food stamp card got lost. And like I explained to Hazel and them, I mean, you know, by the time we called them back, food stamp place, you know, they already had the one that they were going to send out. So I guess I don't have a choice. We have to do what we have to do. We just have to, you know, sit here and not have nothing else to eat. We had peanut butter and bread today. That's all we've had. Didn't have a regular meal. And like I said, we get the free stuff every 3 months from Mary and them. They don't really put much in there. You know, a few canned things and stuff like that. Some of that stuff, some of that stuff me and my wife don't like. Depends on what they put in there. Sometimes I'll put, like the meat and everything in there that me and her likes and stuff like that. But no, it'll be the last time I call either the pig or family diner for anything. I knew when my wife came home and told me about Gene Wade's stunt down there. I kind of figured I hesitated here for the longest to call back. It was about an hour ago when I seen it'd been 2 hours, since I called. So I hesitated and waited a little longer and a little longer. And I thought, well, you know. And I heard this lady. She was on the phone with me for a minute, and then of course, I was a little anxious. So I guess I'm a little anxious, or think something. I can almost sense it. I can almost sense when I know something ain't gonna go right. Kind of like a dog when it comes to a storm outside. I guess I've got that feeling, that gut thing going, and sure enough, I overheard her saying, "Always, this Tracy woman said they always call here and asking for free stuff and everything." I ain't, I don't even know who a Tracy is down there. By the way, at Family Diner, and no, we hadn't done this a lot. It's ain't every day, it's ain't every week. Like I said, we just had a rough patch because we had our food stamp card thing happen to us. And like I said, we made a boo boo, and you know accidents happen like that. We found it right where we, we didn't think about the blue bag thing till it was late. We had it in a blue bag, and I ended up throwing the card away. But I remember when somebody out here, out here, that places we used to like to go to and like to go eat. I guess I certainly won't be coming in there, and I guess I'll have to be going to Athens or somewhere. I'll make sure I always have mine and my wife's money. I'll never trust anything else. Everybody always thinks you're trying to take advantage of them, and we're not. Like I said, we ain't like a lot of you people got these big time jobs and all that stuff. Jobs I had and jobs my wife's had. Y'all, y'all, y'all send us home. You say you can't pass that little measly amount of money, or you can come up with some reason or another to let somebody go. But between this and the phone stuff today and all this other stuff, we just had a little bit of a rough patch today trying to get things done. It seems like every time I've talked to somebody, well, that one guy on the phone, I liked him earlier, but everybody else it's been downhill ever since. Ever since ever since that guy's gotten off the phone, I don't know. You don't meet very many nice ones on there. I can't remember now what his name was. Yeah, I guess the fella just won't be able to do nothing. So again, as far as what me and my wife's got on the table for Facebook and the reasons for having it, it's out there if anybody wants it. But again, if you're gonna look at us, like a lot of the people do around here, that's all right. But remember this: when somebody beats you, comes out the door, I'll remember how you treat us, because there'll be a day when somebody comes out here wanting us to take something, and be begging and pleading for us to do it. I'm just gonna have to say no. As much as I hate to say it. Yeah, there's gonna be a day when all that stuff comes back. Well, Derek, that stuff, I know. Lord, it wasn't that. I've got you one. Come here, baby. We've had a rough day. Come here. Come here. It's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna go.
No, it's
Everything's
not.
gonna be okay. Baby, it's gonna be okay. Come on. Shh. Lord. All right. Well, everything's gonna be all right. You go over and calm down.
I want to get my phone.
But I hope things, like I said, will be better tomorrow. Sometimes you have a day like this. Everything we try to do and try to do right, it always goes backwards. But anyway, hopefully, this will be one of them things. I'll remember.
Promise me I didn't have to give up.
I'll remember. It looks like it'll be, my wife and I just going to Walmart or something. So unless we got money, I certainly won't be doing anything. Like I said, I wasn't trying to, it kills me inside. My wife's had me doing this phone stuff all day long. And she's done some too, but all day long. I called because she want me to do it. I almost got her in trouble there earlier. Didn't mean to, but what Jean told me to tell her, and all this. So I'm gonna quit trusting anything anybody tells me over the phone. Like I said, if somebody comes for the one thing we have, if we still have it available, might try that. But like I said, I'm cutting out anything as far as going to any of these. I don't know. The cater's getting on my last nerve now. Like I said, we never intended on this. I had the same thing. I can tell some stories. This kind of ties in with the whole family situation. I mean, my wife's going through. Like I said, nobody understands. I don't, and like I said, I understand the family diner and some of these people. They don't go home with you, and they don't know, who you are. I know Lucy does. Some of them down there did, one or two of them. But that's why I said anything I've ever gotten, they always say you're you're doing this or you're doing that or you're taking advantage of them or whatever, and then they ain't trying to do anything. Every time somebody comes up with something they want us to do this or do that the way they've got it lined up, and they want you to, you know, Lord, it's not like I went in there and in these restaurants and taking all our food away. Lord, they got enough money to blow for a good bit. Lord, I thought your local neighborhood hood restaurant or something. That I used to work there. I used to volunteer a long time ago when it was called Jones Street Cafe. A little bit through my grandmother. Now they're making me look bad. I heard the comments, like I said, over the phone before I hung up. I'm not going to take being like this, disrespected and my wife and everything. Like I said, no matter what we've tried to do, they ain't no reason to look forward to nothing anymore. I don't reckon. It looks pretty dim. But that's why family was accused of the same thing. Every time I'd go do one of their things, last time I flew with any of my family, my mother wouldn't even text her own son back. So I thought something was wrong, and then come find out she just ignored her phone on purpose. She treated me like she didn't even hardly know me. So that's the way most people do. I have to understand. I was gonna go up there. I was gonna, me and my wife that particular day we was gonna go up there and see my mom. Any other time she'd almost been home. I text her at one time. My grandmother's done the same thing. She wants to go out there and play bingo and do all that stuff. And me and my wife paid enough dues trying to do what my grandmother and all these people wanted. Like I said, I'm trying to do this without getting really ticked off and trying to make it a little friendly for you. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings bad, so I ain't getting nothing accomplished. And we tried. We've been on this all day. It's a shame. So I mean, like I said, we'll remember this when somebody wants something, asks me and my wife for something. I'll remember when somebody comes to my door, my wife's door, our door. I mean, like I said, y'all know what it feels like to be like this. Y'all don't know. Yeah, I guess expect expectations are just too much for you. Like I said, I never called down there every day. It never been like that. Yeah, here recently, like I said, it was about a week ago. I called. I think me and my wife called like twice, and I called today because I was afraid me and her wouldn't have anything Like I said, peanut butter and bread's what we had today. That's all we got left. Maybe a can of that. Uh, there might be some mixed fruit in there, but they only give so much on food stamps and everything. It's still hard, even though you're getting $200 and something dollars. That's why I said I think I'm gonna go and try try to get try to go to this Dollar Trees or Dollar Generals or something. And so try them and try Walmart or something. I seen Walmart had some macaroni in there. Their certain kind of brand in there was only like 34 cents. So I guess I'm just going to stock up on the real cheap stuff and do what we can when we can get there. Like I said, Hazel's been a pretty fair hand, and I always tell her like I tell everybody else, you know, uh, forever in the way. All she's got to do is say it, because everybody else practically has. Everybody else has either got something up their butt, kids, their families. Oh, Derek, you ought to go out there and drive. Yeah, you ought to have me and my wife's stuff and be through some of the things we've been through. Some of our people. Yeah, back in the day, they used to be helpful and supportive, but it changed. As soon as I graduate and all that, so just like I said, whenever I'll remember when somebody out here wants something. Cause y'all won't be seeing us again. We'll go to Walmart or something. This will be the last time this will happen. When I get that freaking food stamp card, we're gonna put it somewhere where we know where it's at all times. That way we don't have this situation. Nobody have to worry about hearing from us. So unless we got money, we're not gonna go no restaurant. We're not gonna do nothing. I can't trust anybody. So it's like that phrase on the back of Stone Cold's t-shirt. DTA, don't trust anybody. Well, baby, it's all right. We're not going to have to do this no more. Okay? This will be the last. This will be the last time we won't have to fool with it no more. I promise, honey. I'm making sure we don't have to do with this no more. I don't want, because like I said, it hurts me bad enough. I mean, I hated doing it. Like I said, I don't know who that woman was on the phone, but that stuff she said, that was just ridiculous. I mean, what if it'd been one of her kids or something, or somebody off the street? I can't help 90%. I can't help it. 90% of our money goes toward our bills. We only get let's see, what is it, about a little over 600 a piece. So it's $1,200 on our SSI, plus food stamps, $200 or thereabouts. I'm surprised they ain't cut that down even more. At one point, I was only getting about 70 something dollars, I think, or something around there. And then when the virus hit, the COVID stuff, yeah, the government boosted it up to about $400 and something dollars. They added to it, but yeah, I don't know, but I know tonight, it's what I'm gonna tonight. This is gonna be the last, because I can't have this happen again, because I know what to expect now. Like I said, anybody that knows me, I've hardly ever asked. I mean, it pained me. Like I said, I ain't gonna sit here and break down and cry a bunch of river of tears. But And I hate having to do that. I know everybody's trying to make a living, but like I said, it's not like if some homeless person just walked in there and what are you gonna do? Tell them walk out? Me and my wife's not exactly homeless, but we're not exactly rich either. Try having our situation, and even though it might not be the worst that you could have, it's not a good situation. Yeah, I'm gonna remember. Yeah, forever and a day, how everybody is. So if I make it to 60, 70, 80 years old, I don't want nobody, I don't want no nurses helping me. I want to be left alone. I don't want nobody helping me now. None whatsoever. I know y'all's little tricks. And, oh my God, y'all'd break your neck if I was sitting there about ready to die of, of old age, or I was sitting there and I had, you know, I got enough problems. Like I said, a lot of this probably nobody knows, but I'll be ashamed. How in the world are you supposed to make it out here in this world like this? I don't know. Because you really can't. There's a few people, like I said, out in this world can claim they got certain things a certain way. Be glad. Be glad you ain't one of us. Because they'll look down on you. They'll say things that ain't true on you. Just like I down here in Decatur, Tennessee, I just got through dealing with. I won't be dealing with them more. Neither one of them. I can go over Walmart. I got a little Subway over there I can go eat at. And when we have our money once a month or whatever, I told her, pay, just put it all together so we can get everything caught up. You know what I mean? So whatever we need. So anyway, I hope tomorrow's better. I'm gonna wait on to see if if insurance wireless don't kick in. I'm gonna give them one more try because my wife took her time with it, filled it out. So I'm gonna give them, see if they contact me between tomorrow evening or something. So I'm gonna see if they don't or something. I'll just call consumer center and have them take my part off, and then she can keep acting. Because like I said, we bought, we bought those phones and everything. But the only reason we was trying to do something like this because it was free. And so, like I said, it's been a pain though. It's what's mainly the issue. Trying to get them to do something right, and trying to get them to understand that you're having trouble out of the stuff that you're trying to get done. It's hard when you're behind the phone and then you're over here and then over there and everything. They can't see you and you can't see them. So we got like I said earlier, we got blamed of doing 15 applications and a lot of them in November. I said, no, I ain't done none in November. I done them in March this month. So anyway, I just, like I said, we'll see what happens, but I'll remember this one. When I say something like this, I mean it. I've already done, I've already gonna be done with the pig anyhow, because the way they had all this stuff. They ain't gonna. I'm not slandering them. Slander is saying false information about a place or a business. I did not say that. All I said in referring to the pig was what I had witnessed with my own eyeballs, and my wife just told me the same thing was done over today. It's dirty. Dirty dirty the tables, the trash ain't never took out on time, the sweeping the floors in the dining area where they have the seating in there in the Piggly Wiggly. I mean, that's where people's getting germs. It's cleaned. It's cleaned maybe 2 or 3 times a day. It needs more. I was there at Hardee's, and I bet I went over them tables 15, 20 times or more. Well, Derek, how did you do that in 3 hours? Well, I did the parking lot. I managed. I did the parking lot for an hour, or however long that took. I go in there. It don't take but one person to do it for a few minutes. That's why people's getting sick. And that's why it will lead to people, that doesn't have anything to do with the food being cold. I mean, that's just, I don't know why that would be, but like I said, it's people taking their hand and wiping off the crumbs off of a table would be, you never know who's touched it or what germ might be on it. But hey, like I said, all this happens to us. Everybody else, like I said, I'm going to remember this. This will be something we can remember. But anyway, that's all I'm going to do for tonight. But anyway, we'll holler back some other time.